Hello, my name is Elliott Wald and I am the hypnosis expert. I've been helping people just like you stop smoking for over 23 years. In fact, I've helped over 100,000 people stop smoking around the world. There are two routes to stopping smoking that needs to be addressed for you to successfully stop smoking. They're the physical route, that's the addiction to nicotine and the 4,000 chemical compounds contained in every cigarette you smoke. And then there's the psychological route, the habit if you like, the associations you develop. In order to successfully stop smoking, you've got to address both of these components. If you don't, it's like chopping the head off the weed but leaving the roots intact, and they'll soon grow back. And that's exactly what my method of stopping smoking helps you achieve successfully. Dealing with both the physical and the psychological components of stopping smoking, so you not only stop smoking now, but you remain stopping smoking way into the future and never go back to it. So when you begin to think about habits, you begin to learn habits. You weren't born with a habit, you had to learn habits. And when you first learn a habit, it's a conscious process. You had to think about it. You were very aware of it. Let's take driving a car. When you first learned to drive a car, you had to learn clutch and mirror and indicator and accelerator. And it was like, don't talk to me because I'm concentrating, right? But over a period of time, it went from your consciousness, what you're aware of right now, right back into your unconscious. So you learned to drive and you could drive competently without consciously thinking about your driving. It's called unconscious competence. Now that process works exactly the same way, whether it's a bad habit or a bad process or a bad strategy you learn, as well as a good habit, a good process, a good strategy. Like learning to walk, you once learned how to walk and you had to learn how to crawl and then take a few steps, and you took those steps and you fell over and you learned how to move your hips and your waist and your feet, and eventually you learned to walk. And it went from your conscious into your unconscious, just like learning to drive, learning to swim, learning to talk. And then once it went into your unconscious, it became protected. It's like a vault that wraps around it to protect it, to ensure you don't forget how to do it. But as I said, it doesn't know the difference between good, bad, positive, negative. It learns all processes in the same way. So now you have both a physical addiction to chemical compounds and you have a psychological habit that is protected by your own mind. And then you come along and you say, I don't want to smoke, I don't want to learn, I don't want to smoke, I want to stop smoking. But your unconscious is protecting this thing that you learn. It's like driving along in a car and saying, I want to suddenly forget how to drive. That doesn't happen because it's protected. I want to forget how to swim in the middle of a swimming pool. That doesn't happen because it's protected. And it's protected at an unconscious level. In order to successfully stop smoking, you have to address both the unconscious process and the physical addiction to nicotine and chemical compounds. And that's exactly what my powerful hypnotic program is going to help you achieve. That's what it's helped over 100,000 smokers successfully stop smoking. That's why I'm the author of a highly successful book, How to Stop Smoking Easily and How to Transform Your Life for Good. And I want to help you stop smoking permanently.